Live from the historic Ham Building in St. Paul, it's the Haberdasher's Couch. I'm Kendrick, inviting you to the show, starring Heimie and Dorsett, featuring Todd Walker, also featuring Amye Scharlau. And now, ladies and gentlemen, here's Heimie.
Hello, I'm Amy the Hypnotist, and this is Coffee Talk here at Heimie's Haberdashery. Today we are going to talk about one of my favorite phenomenon, and that is pareidolia. Human beings, we make sense out of the world by creating patterns. So if you find yourself seeing a face or a unicorn in a cloud, that's pareidolia. I brought in a couple of things from my office. I have a rock shaped like a heart. There's my little rock shaped like a heart. Also a little seashell shaped like a heart. And that's how we make sense and meaning out of the world. That's what human beings do. We also do that with events in our lives. For example, I had two friends that were in fender benders about a week away from each other. And my first friend was so mad. She's just like, oh my goodness, this is why I can't have nice things. I have the worst luck. Everything happens to me. My other friend was like, oh my goodness, thank goodness it was only a fender bender. No one was hurt. So you bring a lot to the table with the way you look at things. So if you find yourself thinking about something negative this week, maybe take another look at it and see if there's another angle for you. Have a great week, everyone.
It's Todd About Town, Todd Walker, entertainment, travel, and more. Hey Todd, what's new?
Welcome to this week's edition of Todd About Town. Well, right now we are upstairs of Heimie's, downtown St. Paul, and we're going to give you a little tour of where all the magic happens, especially this time of year. Because right now it is wedding, people are getting ready for weddings, people are getting ready for proms, and all of the formal wear that goes along with it. So I thought I'd introduce you to the manager of the store here, my buddy Keith Dorsett. Good afternoon. I guess what do we do here? All right. So Keith, tell me a little bit about what we're looking at here. I mean, it looks like racks of clothes.
Yes.
And it is wedding season and prom season.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, what I'm doing is prepping for what you just described, weddings. With things opening up, we have had a great, which is great for us, influx of weddings. The people are going through with their weddings. So here, I was just organizing here in our tailor shop. We have a wonderful tailor shop here. So I'm organizing the weddings, really.
Okay.
Organizing our weddings. And as we move from here, we just move down into the tailor shop.
You know, Keith, it is interesting that I have seen things start happening again. I mean, this was Fashion Week recently here in Minnesota, and there were some big events that were happening.
Yes.
So that means people are starting to maybe go out and purchase formal wear.
Yes.
And want to look a little bit, dressed up and taking off their the sweatpants that they've been wearing for weeks.
I think people are really anxious about it. And as you said, you mentioned Minnesota Fashion Week, which is pretty awesome because we are a local. I call it a fashion house. Everyone thinks that we do just suits. But speaking to what you just talked about with the Minnesota Fashion Week, with the Joey Noels and those people of nature, we're part of it. We be here now is. Not part of fashion, but making curtains. So we do a lot of, in addition to some of the work that we do with suits, leather coats, we do some custom work.
So you actually have, this is the tailor shop for anything that gets done here.
Anything that gets done here, anything that needs to get done outside of here. So we do not just our goods, we do goods anywhere in the world, in the country that wants to come and have us work, because we have some of the best. I think we have some of the best in the world.
Let me understand this. So you're saying that even if you didn't purchase an item here, and you just want to come in and get things tailored, you have some of the best people here. Yeah. You can bring your stuff in.
Bring it on in.
I didn't know that. Okay.
We do men's and women's.
Yep.
Paku just finished a wonderful ladies garment that she did here, and they actually make women's clothing. Okay. They can make men and women. So we're wide open for people, and always have been. So hence we call it our tailor shop.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Now I know there's another area downstairs underneath the tailor shop that I'm not sure if a lot of people know is even available. But you can rent this area for events and things, correct?
Yes, you can. Again, going back to last September, as you know, I got married in here in the space, And we have right now capacity. I'd say we can do up to 60 people comfortably. We had an event here last.
A little bit about this room and how it's being used, because it looks like it could be used for multifunctional events.
Yeah, one of the things that ended up we had last night was we memorialized the matriarch of Heimie's haberdashery here. Sad but joyous occasion.
Sure.
I think one of the things so we were able to accommodate, I think, up to 40 family members in here to, tell their wonderful stories about Marilyn, who was here. So that was one of the events. I call it the event. It was a somber but joyous occasion.
Sure.
That we have done here. We have done a groomsmen dinner here as well, and it's really open to smaller weddings. In June, we plan to do, I call it 2 scoops of ice cream, a social, ice cream in Manhattans.
Wow.
So
I'll be at that one. I'll be at that one.
I'm doing that. So we're looking forward to that.
Right, because you have a little area over here that you can use as a bar.
Yeah.
So that's very nice, and people can sit up here and obviously have their cocktails, and these are like high-top tables.
It's just a comfortable home, just like a home environment.
Right.
I think it's very comfortable. And music, we're also steeped in music. We've done some music events. We hope to get back to doing some of those as things open up, as people have been vaccinated. And so it's just absolutely awesome.
All right. Well, Keith, I know in the coming weeks you're going to show us some of the fashions and what we're seeing this spring, and take us in and maybe help me update my wardrobe a little bit as well.
Just find out.
All right, Keith. Thanks for joining us today. All right. We'll see you guys next week on another edition of Todd About Town.